Good morning, everyone. For today's presentation, we are tasked to report our chosen international company, which is the Del Monte Food Company.
The Del Monte brand is a global brand among the world's most admired brands. It started out its pineapple plantation in Hawaii over 100 years ago, but in 1929, the fields were ravaged by disease. So the Del Monte people then searched around the world and they found a home in Bukidnon, where today we have the largest, most integrated pineapple plantation in the world.
External environment factors. First is the economic environment. Commodity price swings. The selling prices of bananas, pineapples, and melons change a lot because of weather, harvest results, and market demand. Even small changes can mean big profits or big losses for Del Monte since they sell in huge amounts worldwide. Rising logistic cost. Delivering products is getting more expensive. In 2023, fuel, refrigerated shipping, and maintenance costs took a large chunk of Del Monte's budget, putting pressure on earnings. Decline in canned goods demand. People now prefer fresh or frozen produce instead of canned. This has slowly reduced sales in Del Monte's US division and was one reason it struggled financially. Second factors is the political and legal environment. Human rights and labor issues in Kenya. Reports of poor treatment and even deaths of workers in Kenya hurt Del Monte's reputation and can make retailers or buyers avoid their products. Geopolitical tensions and supply chain disruptions. Wars and political problems in other countries raise transportation costs, block trade routes, and risk spoilage for products that need quick delivery. The third factors is the socio-cultural environment. Consumer preferences trends. More shoppers are looking for healthier, organic, and responsibly grown produce, giving Del Monte a good position in this growing market. Health transparency. Del Monte prints QR codes on most of its fresh produce so buyers can scan them to see where and how the food was grown and handled. The fourth factor is the competition environment. Highly competitive fresh produce market. Many companies fight for the same customers, often lowering prices to win sales, which can reduce profits. Supply chain vulnerabilities. Natural disasters, political issues, or local troubles in supplier countries can delay deliveries and increase expenses. Consumer preferences and undercutting canned goods. Younger generations are moving away from canned goods, preferring fresh, gourmet-style produce, which affects the Del Monte sales. And the last factors is the technological environment. Sustainability and energy efficiency. Del Monte uses solar panels, energy-efficient equipment, and waste-to-energy system to save cost and reduce environmental harm. Innovations in processing and packaging. In Del Monte, in the Philippines, they use special freezing technology to keep fruits fresh for years, helping with storage and supply planning.
Good day. So I am tasked to discuss the internal environmental factors affecting Del Monte's operation. So first we have the capital. So in global operations, Del Monte Foods relies on financial capital to grow and sustain its operations. So the company has a strong financial base, as indicated by its 2.4 billion pesos in revenue for fiscal year 2024, which supports the company's ability to expand globally and introduce new products. So the impact on operation of the capital is that financial capital enables Del Monte to invest in technological advancements, production capacity, and marketing initiatives. It also allows Del Monte to overcome operational challenges by funding its expansion plans and improving production facilities. So second, we have the raw materials. So in global operations, Del Monte's operation depend heavily on raw materials like fruits, vegetables, and other agricultural products. So these materials are essential for Del Monte's production processes, and their availability directly impacts the company's ability to produce goods. So the impact on operations of raw materials is that Del Monte sources raw materials globally, and disruptions in supply chains, such as those caused by weather conditions or farming inefficiencies, can affect production timeline. So for example, challenges like weather disruptions in the Philippines in fiscal year 2024 influenced the availability of pineapple and other products, impacting supply. So the company continues to invest in sustainable sourcing and works closely with local farmers to ensure high quality inputs for its products. And the third one, we have the people or the personnel. So in global operations, Del Monte's workforce plays a crucial role in company's ability to manage operations across diverse international markets. So as the company grows, its personnel needs evolve, requiring expertise in As the company grows, its personnel needs evolved, requiring expertise in supply chain management, marketing, and customer service. So the impact on operation is that the effectiveness of Del Monte's operation is tied to the skills and performance of the employees. So the company invests in employee training programs, focusing on areas such as digital marketing, sustainability, and efficiency to align with its global business needs. And the third one, we have finance. So in global operations, the financial position of Del Monte allows it to fund global operations, invest in market expansion, and maintain its competitive edge. So while the company faced a net loss of 115.8 million pesos in fiscal year 2024, it remains financially stable, enabling it to continue investing in strategic projects. So the impact on operations of financial or finance is that Del Monte's financial decisions impact its ability to manage costs, fund expansion, and invest in sustainability initiatives. The company has directed 60 million pesos towards production upgrades and facility expansion to support its operations in key global markets. And the fifth one, we have the production. So in global operations, Del Monte operates production facilities in several regions, which allow it to meet the growing demand for its products. So the company reported 41.68 billion pesos in segment assets from its production units in fiscal year 2024, reflecting the importance of its production capabilities. And the impact on operation is that Del Monte continuously invests in automation and energy-efficient production systems to improve efficiency and reduce costs. The company also focuses on sustainable production processes to minimize its environmental footprint and meet the demand for eco-friendly products. And last one, we have the marketing. So in global operations, Del Monte uses tailored marketing strategies to meet the preferences of a regional consumer basis. Like in fiscal year 2024, Del Monte achieved 34% of its revenue from its convenience cooking and dessert segment, showing the success of its targeted marketing efforts. And the impact on operations of marketing is that Del Monte's marketing strategies focus on health-conscious consumers and promote the sustainability of its products. So the company's digital marketing initiatives in 2024 aim to connect with younger, health-conscious consumers, particularly through social media platforms. And that's it for my report on the internal environmental factors affecting Del Monte's operations.
Moving forward to external environment and economic environment, the global operations, Del Monte has been around since the mid-20th century, operating countries in US, Hawaii, Florida, and other states, and in different countries in the world. And its parent company, Del Monte Pacific Ltd, is based in Singapore, which gives it access to ASEAN markets as well as in North America. Its strategy is to survive in a changing economy. Del Monte is using digital transformation. It shifted IT system to Amazon Web Services with the help of the Accenture. This makes the company more agile, reduces costs, and allows the faster product development. In decisions, in July 2025, Del Monte filed for Chapter 11 bankruptcy after struggles with declining canned food sales, high debts, and tariffs on steels. As a solution, the company decided to sell some assets, cut down on less profitable operations, and rely on digital transformations to build financially. Next is the political and legal environment. In global operations, Fresh Del Monte is incorporated in Cayman Islands, which helps reduce its legal exposure in international disputes. Its U.S. headquarters is located in Coral Gables, Florida. It also operates in Kenya, Mexico, and other countries, which sometimes creates legal challenges related to labor rights and sustainability claims. Its strategies is to manage political legal risk. Del Monte uses offshore incorporation, licensing agreements, and in strong corporate governance. For example, registering in the Cayman Island shelves is from some lawsuits, while licensing agreements ensure how the brand is used in different regions. In decisions, when Fresh Del Monte was sued in Kenya over violence linked to its farm, it argued case should be handled in Cayman Island courts instead of Kenya. Meanwhile, Del Monte Foods in the US under Chapter 11 protection, which allows to negotiate with creditors, continue operations, and plan its restructuring under court supervision. Next, the socio-cultural environment. In global operations, Del Monte operates in many countries with diverse social and cultural expectations. In some areas, it faces criticism about the practices for sustainability, while in others, it is praised for providing jobs and affordable food. Its strategies focuses on regenerative agriculture, biodiversity, and sustainable land use, for emphasizes eco-friendly packaging, reducing food waste, and sourcing ingredients ethically. For example, switching to recyclable packaging helps appeal to eco-conscious customers. Decisions, Fresh committed to planting 2.1 million trees by 2025 and supporting communities' conservation programs. Foods, on the other hand, started publishing ESG, which is environmental and social governance, reports to show transparency and gain customer trust, especially during its financial restructuring. Next, competitive environment. The global operations, Del Monte sells its product in the US, Asia, Europe, and Middle East. It has two main diversions: foods, which is canned fruits, vegetables, juices, and packaged goods, and in fresh, which is fresh fruits, vegetables, and healthy snacks. Its strategies, because more people are shifting to healthy and fresh foods instead of canned goods, Del Monte focuses on branded fresh products that stand out. For example, it develops unique fruits varieties like specialty pineapples and uses precision farming to reduce waste and improve quality. In decisions, after filing for bankruptcy in 2025, Del Monte sold some assets, reduced costs, and focused only on profitable product lines. It also invested in innovations such as developing new fruit varieties and adapting farming technology, while making stronger commitments to sustainable, like lowering water use and reducing its carbon footprints to stay competitive against rivals. Lastly, the technological environment. In global operations, Del Monte uses advanced agricultural technologies worldwide, including remote sensing to monitor crops, digital topography to analyze land, soil microbiome analysis to remote soil health, hydroponics to growing plants without soil, and solarization using solar power for pest control. It also invests in sustainable transport systems such as energy efficient ships and cold chain logistics and optimized tracking routes. Its strategies, the main strategy is to use technology to increase productivity while protecting the environment. For example, blockchain-based traceability system allows customers to track where their food comes from, and precision farming ensures less waste and high-quality produce. And in decisions, Del Monte continues to expand its use of agritech and sustainable logistics worldwide. For instance, adopting fuel-efficient ships, reduce transport costs, and lower carbon emissions. This decision helped the company become more competitive while meeting global sustainability standards.
Let's proceed to internal environment. Capital, global operations, pineapple farms in Bukidnon, Philippines, and canning plants in Cagayan de Oro supply local and global markets. Processing plants in the US, Mexico, and India reduce shipping costs and maintain product freshness. In strategies, automation and advanced equipment ensure high-quality productions, meeting strict international product food standard. In decision, investment and budget allocation are based on market demand, global trends, and risk assessment. In raw materials, global operations, Del Monte operates pineapple farms in Bukidnon, mango farms in Mexico, and banana farms in Costa Rica. Local processing ensures year-round supply to North America and Asia. In strategies, processing plants in various countries help country to quality and cost, sustainable farming, and eco-friendly packaging align with international standards and appeal to eco-conscious consumers. In decisions, when climate issues affects Philippines pineapple harvest, Del Monte sources more pineapple from Kenya. They invest in drip irrigation and Bukidnon for future ripe spells and for recyclable packaging for European export.
In production, global operations, Del Monte runs large pineapple plantations in the Philippines and has processing plants in Asia, the US, and other regions to supply both local and international markets. In its strategies, they use vertical integration, meaning they control farming, processing, and packaging to keep costs low, maintain quality, and ensure a steady supply of products. Their key decisions include where to locate production, facilities, and how to improve efficiency through technology, and how to apply sustainable practices to meet global standards. In marketing global operations, Del Monte operates in different countries by selling a wide range of food and beverage products, adjusting flavor and packaging to the fit of preferences of each market. Their strategy focuses on promoting health, wellness, and freshness while also using brand reputation and innovation to reach both local and international customers. Their key decisions include choosing the right distribution channels, retail, supermarkets, online platforms, setting affordable pricing in a competitive market, and designing promotion that high healthy living.
People, global operations, Del Monte has a broad geographical presence with headquarters in Singapore and operations across the US, Philippines, Mexico, and Central America. Strategies focus on product diversification, sustainability, eco-farming waste reduction, vertical integration, and innovation for healthier products. In decisions, launching health-focused products, entering high-demand markets, using sustainable farming, and investing in technology to cut costs. In finance, its global operations operates in 90-plus countries with significant sales but faces high debt. The US arm underperforms while the Philippines arm is profitable. Del Monte Foods or DMFI filed for Chapter 11. Its strategies is restructuring finances through profit, security debtor in position financing, and agreements with creditors. Its decisions is filing for bankruptcy, selling assets, and investing in diversification for future growth. Last but not the least, we have the drivers of globalization. First, we have the economic drivers. In market costs, Fresh Del Monte is among the world's leading vertically integrated producers, marketers, and distributors of fresh produce, offering a wide product portfolio that includes pineapple, banana, fresh cuts, produce, and juices. So for example, if Del Monte wants to sell a new golden sweet pineapple in Southeast Asia, then they have already a big pineapple farms in Bukidnon, Philippines, and a canning plant nearby. This means they don't have to spend extra money building a new farms or factories. In competition, so other companies like Dolly also sells pineapples, but Del Monte makes their stand out by having a sweeter taste and promoting that it's grown in a sustainable way. In resources, Fresh Del Monte controls multiple stages of its supply chain. Farming, processing, packaging, transportation, and distribution are rare and valuable strategic advantage. So Del Monte owns farms, refrigerated trucks, and storage centers so they can pick pineapples at the right time and have them in stores in under 48 hours. In political driver, government legal liberation such as lowering trade barriers, simplifying import and export rules, and allowing more foreign investment helps Del Monte expand its international business. For example, when a country reduces tariffs on agricultural imports, Del Monte can ship its pineapples, bananas, and process of goods at lower costs. This makes their products more affordable and competitive in the market. In technological driver, Del Monte's international business growth is strongly driven by its use of technology, particularly in its Philippines operation. For example, on its plantations in Bukidnon and Misamis Oriental, the company applies precision agriculture through satellites, imaging, drones, and soil sensors to monitor crop health, forecast harvest, and detect pests early, which reduces waste and ensures a consistent supply of high-quality pineapples. In global driver, Del Monte Food Company boasts its global business growth through wide operations, cold chains, logistics, partnerships. Del Monte grows pineapples in Bukidnon, Philippines, and sells them to supermarkets in France. Because the company operates in over 90 countries, it already has the connections and shipping arrangement needed to move products quickly. To keep the pineapples fresh during the 25-day trip by the sea, Del Monte uses refrigerated containers with special cooling systems, reducing spoilage from the usual 8.5% to only 3.2%.